Hi guys, this is skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. In this part, we're going to be doing the rest of the school trip, which entails a lot of stuff, as you might guess. Sadly, the actual tripping of the trip, that I could have worded that better, is just conveyed with pictures. So you're not going to be doing that much, but there's going to be plenty of cutscenes to watch. That's fun, right? Um, Visiting the shrines were more exciting than photographs. Then why did we just get photographs? Uh, Whatever. That's fine. The Sanjo Bridge. Okay, and it's time for Yukari Mitsuru talking
We
time.
should probably head back. We don't want to miss curfew.
Yes, okay, have fun with this. What? Yeah, oh no. I
The
had
later
nothing to
it
say
gets,
about
the more
this.
crowded the Shijo becomes.
Okay, don't know how you know that, or what that even
Why are
means.
you still concerned
And
about me?
ouch.
Our days of fighting together are over.
That's not true, we still have plenty of
We
Tartarus to
have no
visit.
common goal to fight for, no enemies to defeat, no reason to be friends.
Ouch! Mitsuru is just an ice queen, in more ways than one. Um, but to be perfectly honest, I'm just gonna shut up for the rest of this scene.
That's not true.
We've reached our conclusion. Why should we continue on? Everything I believed in was a lie. And in the end, I failed to.
You failed to what? To protect the most important person in your life? Is that what you're trying to say? You said you were atoning for what the Kirito group did in the past, but that's not true. You were only fighting to protect your father.
That's right. I fought to protect him, and look what happened. My trust for the chairman blinded me, and I fell right into his trap. There was nothing I could do. My father placed the onus of responsibility all upon himself. And ever since the incident, he looked as if he was dead inside. I fought so that he could release the shame and guilt that burdened him so. But my efforts were futile, and now my life is without meaning. Right?
I'm sorry. But we don't know that for sure yet. Hey, did you know that I used to live around here? After my dad died, my mom spent all her time throwing herself at random men. I couldn't stand to see her acting like that, so I used to come out here to the riverbank to get away. My belief in my dad was all I had.
Your father was only doing what he thought was best.
Yes, but it was still wrong. So he fought to the end to try and make it right again. He never gave up. He believed shadows were dangerous and they needed to be stopped, even if it meant losing his life. That's why I fight. I want to eliminate the Dark Hour and fulfill my dad's final wish.
Fulfill his final wish.
That's all No. We can do. Right, Senpai?
Yes. Yes, I agree, Takeba. It's not over yet. Nothing has been decided. We must put an end to this. For the sake of my father. And yours.
Senpai.
Yukari, will you stand with me until the end?
Well, I guess we should go and take a bath together now.
To take a bath together?
Yeah, in the outdoor hot spring back at the hotel. It's really nice. Now that we have everything out in the open, there's nothing left for us to hide.
Nothing.
Hey, stop blushing. I didn't mean it like that. Anyways, we should really get going. It's already past curfew.
There's no need to worry, Father. I'm not alone, and I'll never look back again.
Oh, wasn't that just absolutely touching? No, I didn't actually watch it. I honestly just skipped it. This is a really big thing I have about, Let's Plays, and it's very against the norm.
Please watch over
And
me.
of course, Mitsuru's gonna talk to a dead person. That's the consistent trait of all freaking, Tier 2 Persona people. Is that, honestly, no. I have a huge problem about cutscenes and talking. The normal consensus about that is just you don't talk during cutscenes. It makes a whole lot of sense, you know. You don't want to. People kind of want to watch those cutscenes, and then the talking can, completely undermine the mood, and that would be bad. But from my perspective, honestly, I can't do it. Like, if I'm not talking, then why am I even commentating right now? Like, I was trying to record this maybe like 2 hours ago, and I just stopped recording because I wasn't talking during that cutscene, and I was like, why am I even here? Not saying anything, this is just, I don't know, that's just me, honestly. I just, if I'm not gonna be doing anything, then I might as well just not do anything. I skipped it, and that's another thing, even when I'm watching Let's Plays, I do the exact same thing. If someone's, like, not talking during a cutscene, I skip the cutscene, like, unless I, like, don't know the game at all, which is, not very likely because usually I play games before I watch Let's Plays of them, then yeah, I watch the cutscene. But like, if they're not gonna say anything, not gonna like comment about the cutscene, I'll just flat out skip that part. Honestly, it's again, I don't think that's a totally unpopular opinion, but that's just how I see things at least. So I told this guy, I mean, I already watched the Yukari Mitsuru thing. It's very nice. They're big friends now. Um, I don't know what female students rambling about, and Mitsuru has a tier 2 persona, which is fantastic because, mind charge, yeah, and tier 2-ness, the best thing ever. Anywho's, yes, I went upstairs, there was no one to talk to. I mean, I could have talked to Keisuke and Hidetoshi, but I totally forgot to, which is sad, because I would have loved to know what they're up to. And more picture taking, and look, Yukari and Mitsuru are such best friends now. Get used to that. That was a huge theme. Yeah, she's cheered up, and she's been friendly with her classmate Yukari. Something must have happened. I know, and we had no part of it. How crazy. But yeah, that's the whole thing about me and whatever. Like, honestly, I don't know. It just feels awkward just watching the scene and doing nothing about it. Like, even if it's like detrimental to the mood, I will still talk. And thank God Akihiko's our saving man. He always is, and he's a bro for that. Yeah, even if it's like detrimental to the scene, I will still talk. I don't care, man. Like, what what other purpose do I have? Why am I even here if I'm not gonna like do anything with the cutscenes? Honestly, no. But again, that's just me. I can totally understand why I'd be like, unfavorable to do that, but I just cannot. It's weird. But enough about that. Now this is the last night of the Kyoto spring trip, which means that tomorrow we're gonna be, going back home, thank God. And Akihiko and Ryoji and Junpei invited us to Rodon Senses. Or something. I'm not good with words. We're going to the hot springs when we go back to our dorms. But first, let's talk to good old Keisuke. This is not Keisuke. This is Kenji, the bro, the super funny one. We can take turns. I don't really think Kaz can, doesn't Kaz have a messed up knee? I don't think he could stand on his shoulders without absolutely dying. If that's what the conversation was about. I didn't even read it. I know there was one conversation about that. Kenji wanted to peek through, standing on someone's shoulders. And that would just be a horrible, horrible idea. Anywho's, this is Hidetoshi. What does he have to say? Is there anything on my pants? What? A deer ate a treat in my pocket. Sounds like fun. But you know that with the deer treat, Hidetoshi was what? If you, these guys are just so funny. Like, I didn't ever, he's so goofy. I didn't think the deer, the horns make good handlebars. I'd ride it around. That's just funny. I'm not sure if Hidetoshi is an underclassman, or, I mean, upperclassman. Maybe they are, but they seem like good friends, and I like that. They're like, I didn't realize Keisuke's never this funny during the social link. Come on, why can't he? That's just. Well, I'm glad to know he's a cool guy too. Again, I'm sad that Bebe isn't here though. I mean, that's another there aren't. Again, I've said this before, but there aren't many social links you could talk to. You know, and with Bebe gone, there's even one less. So sad. Anywho's springness, yay! See, I can talk during this because, like, you know, it's totally not in like a huge, deep emotional scene, and I don't have as much trouble.
Then there's a chance it could change to girls only.
And you can see their brilliant scheme in action.
There's nothing we can do about it. I mean,
It's a foolproof
here,
plan, right? Nothing can go
That's
wrong.
true. We couldn't be blamed if something like that were to happen. Don't you agree?
Yeah, sure. I love how they're talking though.
Well, it's really just a hypothetical question.
You know, their wording is just so off.
Isn't it getting kind of hot in
Yeah,
here?
it's typically how hot springs are. They seem to be acting strange. They're always strange.
So, Junpei, at what time does this hot spring change from guys
And I don't
only to
know, I
girls
just like
only?
this bro moment. It's always the best.
I'm not sure. I didn't bother to check. Right?
That's just such a
Yuriko?
dead giveaway. This could only end in disaster.
But it could happen at any moment, couldn't it, Junpei-kun?
Yeah, sure. We're clipped.
So that's why we came at this strange time? Oh, you two are such idiots.
I'm glad that Akihiko got roped into it though. He just adds much more fun to
We're
this
just
group.
joking. Although you're right about it being a weird time to be
Is
here.
it? It's evening,
But don't
according to
worry,
the clock.
It's pretty late. I doubt any girls would.
Nobody would. Of course not. And I love how the music gets
Shit.
incredibly ominous.
What are we gonna do?
This isn't just some funny scene. This is like some
It's probably just a
do or
guy.
die situation.
Don't worry. This is simply a misunderstanding. We'll just act like we didn't know.
A well-planned misunderstanding.
Wow, this hot spring is
Well, too
huge.
bad for that.
Oh,
It's Yukari and
you're
Fuka.
right.
Is that really so
It's
bad?
the size of a
I mean,
swimming
like,
pool.
Minato maxed out Fuka,
So,
and he's already,
this
like,
is an
halfway
outdoor
into
hot
maxing out
spring.
Yukari.
Unfortunately,
Would they
its
of course they'd
therapeutic
mind.
healing benefits
That's too...
will not
That's
help
obviously
me.
crossing the line, and I guess... She's a robot. I don't understand her purpose, but whatever.
When you're this late. Yeah. Both Yukari-san and Ryuji-san. This is my lucky night.
Ryoji. Just too awesome.
Idiot. You.
I don't...
Who's that? Is
I'm
someone
assuming this
there?
place is much bigger than they let on.
What's the matter, you
Or doesn't echo.
Did you hear something?
Well, that's even... Add one to the worst screwed list.
Mitsuru's here too? Ah, man. There's no way she'll consider this just a misunderstanding.
Unless you explain yourself very, very well. It shouldn't be that hard at all,
but
right?
It's not like we could get expelled for this, right?
We could get
I mean,
killed,
it was
but whatever.
men only when we got here. So it's actually kind of funny if you think about it.
Haha.
This is Mitsuru we're talking about. If she finds us, she'll...
That's
What?
funny.
She'll what?
But anywho's, you can see where this is going.
execute us.
We're screwed if we get caught.
Execute
I
us?
don't understand what she'll do.
Yeah, I think
She'll
I
probably
heard
just
something.
somehow majestically
Fuka,
evoke her
did you
persona
check over
powers.
there?
I'm sure they're,
It could
you know,
be a
her level
ghost.
2 persona powers actually will entail that.
But okay.
Alright, so this is how things work. This is... It's a little mini-game, I guess you can say. It's actually not as, crazy, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's not as difficult as you think it... It's not as energetic as you think it would be. Really, it's just... You go to the left, I mean, the right, that would get you screwed really easily. I kind of like the scene if you get killed, though. It's equally as funny. I won't be showing it, but basically, Yukari, no, they all get pissed, and then Agus is like, it was nice knowing you guys, like, she literally says that, and then the day after, everyone hates them, and then when you get back to the dorm, they're all ignoring you for the day, and that's not good. So basically, the first phase, you just wait here. I actually cut a lot of this because, again, there's a lot of just waiting. You're completely safe if you're waiting right there the first phase. And then the second, you go all the way to the left and do the exact same thing. Don't go too fast, though, of course, because, again, the girls move incredibly slowly. You can see them right there, still going about their way. And if you want to reset your position, as in all the, people, as you can see, Junpei and Ryoji are kind of blowing it, hiding right there. You can just hide out over there. Anywho, there is Mitsuru, so again, Mitsuru and Aigis are patrolling the front, so you don't want to go too far. And you can just wait here, again, cutting this, because it is a large amount of time. And just talk to them at least. This is messed up, dude, right. Akihiko? No, Akihiko's saying the same thing. Ryoji, I don't think I don't think that's the good idea at all. So, yes, after they both check that phase, and it doesn't work on the right, doesn't work on the left, let's try both ways. And I guess, yes, her robot senses aren't working. It's like God wants us to get away with this. Yes, but okay, so now they're going both ways. And I almost blew it here. I didn't realize how close she was. And you just want to hide in here. This is the key to winning. Should we hide here? Yes, hide. What I didn't realize is that I almost got clipped hard. Fuka almost saw us. Because, again, I didn't think Akihiko and Junpei would be that far away. And as you can see, she keeps on detecting us, but doesn't actually see us. And she actually got into a lock like this for a very, very long time. I almost thought I blew it. Like, really, she did this for like 3 more cycles, and I was like, oh gosh, she's not leaving anytime soon. So I just had to leave really, really fast without getting detected, because that would have sucked. And now you can just hide in the middle, for an entire minute. That's literally how long I was waiting here. Just for an entire minute here, doing whatever. And after that, nothing, find anything. Operation successful. Awesome. We didn't get clipped, because that would have been horrible. So this is the victory scene, I guess you could say. Still ominous as frick.
There's nothing there. Sorry, it must have been my imagination.
Oh, it might be worth adding.
Doesn't the water seem a little hot?
Of course, hot spring water is hot.
It
It might be worth adding that the portable version is kind of much more funny, I'd admit. And Mitsuru seems to be having a really fun time.
Well,
So that's good to know. But yes, I can talk about that later. I'll finish this scene.
To be honest, I am rather surprised by the difference
And then,
between human
Aigis
bodies.
is the classic robot that doesn't know about
specifically-
human boundaries in every anime ever, and talks about awkward subjects that makes everybody feel embarrassed. I swear, that's such a common thing, and it's always hilarious, I
Ice
must
cream
admit.
would be quite useful. I require some cooling
I don't understand
down.
how Aigis eats food, but whatever, I mean, I guess the cooling down part would be sufficient. But anyways, the portable version of this event is actually very funny, I admit. It's because it's more like visual novel based. It gives you text options, and like just the text options are absolutely hilarious. They almost make you want to fail purposely, just because of how funny the failure lines are.
Well, I guess that's what they deserve.
And yes, they passed out. Too bad. And then I think in the female version, the portable version, your mission is to actually find the guys and clip them. I don't know anything about that scene, actually. I never watched it before. I'd imagine that'd be a really horrible, mean thing to do. I'm not sure how that ends, but, that's just too bad. I almost feel bad for Akihiko at the very least.
Everyone remembers what time we're meeting at Kyoto Station.
So yes, that was the end of the trip.
Then please be
Very
on
nice, didn't
time.
take too much
If
time.
any of you are late, I'll
Got
be
a
the one who
fun
will be late.
event, I suppose you could say. We left with a tier 2 persona for our party. Overall, a success. I still feel bad for, just completely skipping that scene. I didn't skip it, just didn't talk over it.
It's mostly because of last night.
And then I guess this failure scene is like, I'll never forget this. At least they're happy about it.
In the hot spring?
When we peeped on the girls?
I know. Keep your voice down.
Ah, Akihiko. Just the best.
What's going on, guys?
See, in the failure scene, they're just, they just totally hate us at this point in
What are
time.
you reflecting
So I'm
on?
glad they don't know. Don't want to reverse any social links. I mean, you won't, but that'd be bad. That'd be so sad.
Okay.
It'd be really horrible if you could just, like,
Whatever.
randomly reverse those social links all at once. I mean, all you can actually have at this point in time is Yukari and Fuka, but still,
This is our
that'd be horrible.
Take it to the grave.
Yes, and we have this, this bro secret. We're all, You'd think that'd all bring us incredibly more close together, but I guess that's only for us guys, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that was fast, wasn't it, Ken? I bought you a ton of food, Ken. The souvenir stories. Yes, I suppose so. He almost seems sad. We're all too tired, that's fine. I don't want to go to Tartarus in the slightest. But whatever. So, let's talk to Ken, first and foremost. How was being alone with Koromaru, Ken? Let's give him some food. If you talk to him, you know what he wants, but I'm sad. I also feel sad for Ken. You realize that. I feel sad for Ken. Just spending all this time alone in the dorm. I guarantee you this is where he developed his battle strategy with Koromaru to be a total tag team duo in Persona 4 Arena, the second one, Ultimax. I like that story. But anywho's in the next part, social linking. But until then, this has been Skittflash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye!